I want to talk about bunting today, one of the lost arts in the game. It's one of the, in my opinion, one of the more important things that can happen in the game, but we don't seem to be using bunts as often. But I think it's really important for you to learn how to bunt. If you want to impress a coach, if you want to, big moments where you need to bunt a guy over to get him in scoring position, or you got a guy in second, you want to get him over to third, and the coach puts a bunt on, and you haven't practiced it, and you don't succeed, you probably end up on the bench the next game. This is one of these tools, bunting, that can get you in the lineup and keep you in the lineup. And a lot of guys have made a lot of money bunting successfully. So work on your bunts. Try to work on them every time you do BP, whether it's indoor or outdoors or whatever. Try to work on your bunts every day. Here are the mechanics I use. If I'm bunting the ball down the first baseline, I'm left-handed hitter. All right. First thing I do, and the most important thing you can do, is sacrifice bunt. Everybody knows you're bunting. You want to move in front of the plate. You want to be in fair territory when you're going to bunt baseball. It also takes the breaking ball away from the pitcher too. So you'll probably end up getting fastballs, but you want to be in front of the plate, preferably the front edge of the plate in the middle of your body. Next thing you want to do, if you're bunting down first, I'm a lefty again, you want to pinch the baseball bat in this manner. You don't want to hold it with your fingers. And you want to slide the baseball bat up, pinch it, and you want to take your bottom hand and move it up also, so you have better bat control. If you keep it back here, it's harder to move the baseball head, the bat head. But if it's up here, it's easier to maneuver the bat where you need to maneuver it. First thing I teach guys, other than moving up in front of the plate, is to have your upper hand at the top of the strike zone. And why is that important? Well, a lot of times when you're bunting, pitchers try to throw you a high fastball so they can get you to pop it up. So I always teach my guys, keep the hand at the top of the strike zone. If the ball is above your hands, just pull the bat back and it's a ball. So you're literally giving them an out, but if they want to walk you, take the walk. So if you're up here, hand at the top of the strike zone. Now, if you're trying to bunt the ball down to first baseline, you're over here. Here's the first baseline. You're over here. You don't want to get too fine with it. You don't want to try to get it down to first baseline. You want to get it somewhere between the first baseline and the pitcher. You somewhere in here. You don't have to go right down the baseline, because if you're trying to be too fine, it's probably going to go foul. You want the first baseman to field the ball, bunt it inside that first baseline. Second thing you do is you pivot your back foot in a straight position. You got your hand at the top of the strike zone. You get in the bent position right here. Get in a bent position, athletic position, just in case you get a high fastball in, you can move, but it opens up your body to be able to bunt it down the first baseline. So you keep this bat, your bottom hand, behind the top hand. The top hand's at the top of the strike zone, and all you do is catch the baseball with your bat. It's that simple. A lot of guys have trouble doing it, but if you master how to bunt, I guarantee you get a few more at bats. Now, if you're trying to bunt the baseball down to third baseline, again, you're in front of the box, pitching it, the bat, hand at the top of the strike zone. You move your bottom hand up. Now, you got your back foot pointing towards third. You got your front foot pointing towards third. That makes your chest point towards third. And now you're in a position to let the ball travel, catch the ball with your bat, hit it down the third baseline, and you'll have a successful sacrifice bunt. Your teammates will love you for it. Your coach will really love you for it, and you'll get more at bats.